A Mason is presented in the memorial of the Patriarchate of Alexandria. It seems incredible, but people who hold highest officers in Masonic lodges receive honorary positions, offices, from official orthodox patriarchates. The reason for Spiridon Kamalakis, who, as you can see in the photo above, with the arrow, is attending the Divine Liturgy at the Church of Saint Athanasius of Kypsili, Metachion of the Patriarchate of Alexandria in Athens. The Divine Liturgy was celebrated by Metropolitan George Avakra, representative of the Patriarchate in Athens, while the bishops of the Alexandrian throne, Metropolitans Petros of Gyros Axomi, Proterios of Ptolemais and Khartoum, and all Sudan Emmanuel, a multitude of priests, etc., were present. Spiridon Kamalakis holds the office of the Alternative Maximum, brother in the High Council of the 33rd and last degree of the ancient and proven Scottish type in Greece. See the document on the left. At the same time, he is a Grand Benefactor, Grand Archon Logothetus of the Patriarchate of Alexandria and all Africa, President of the Hellenic Egyptian Friendship Association, and Professor Emeritus of the State Pedagogical University of Nizhny Novgorod. Question: can a high-grade Mason be a high-grade executive of an Orthodox Patriarchate? What is your opinion? Panagiote Patriarch Theodore. The Church has condemned Freemasonry many times through circular holy councils. Do you know this? We are waiting for explanations why it is inconceivable for the enemies of the nation and orthodoxness not only to attend Christians' liturgical events, but to also be honored by them. In the photo, the Patriarch of Alexandria with Spiridon Kamalakis.
First of all, many years you are gratitude. He emphasized our Patriarch Theodoros that Meletios Metaxakis, he left a very young boy to go to the Holy Land. And then he offered his ministry to the Patriarchs of Jerusalem and Antioch. And then he was elected as bishop in Cyprus, where the first bishop was Lazarus. And he organized the local church of Cyprus to write for first time the constitution, because we suffered from the Turks for many years and later by the British colony. And he organized also school, and then he was elected as Archbishop of the Church of Greece. When Venizelos was elected, it was something usual at that time, the leader of the country to invite a person he could work together, state and church. And he solved so many problems. It was when Greece became double from the geographical point of view. And then he was elected Patriarch of Constantinople, but just before, he organized also all the Greeks living abroad. And he was the one who plays this role to submit the control of the Greeks abroad to the ecumenical patriarch. And so God gave him as a gift to be elected ecumenical patriarch. And then he lived in the holy Athos, in the monastery. It was another one, spiritual preparation, as our patriarch said. And then he was elected Patriarch of Alexandria and the whole Africa. And he was the one, as our patriarch said, he restored the ancient glory of the Church of Alexandria in the first centuries, before the Muslims come in the 7th century, when Alexandria was the center of Christianity. And then Meletios Metaxakis, unfortunately, he left from this life when he was 64 years old. But he was the one who introduced us, our Patriarch mentioned, the solution of the problem of the calendar. And also he's the one who recognized for first time the Anglican ordinations in order the Foreign Office of Britain to protect the survival of our patriarchates in Jerusalem, Antioch, Constantinople, and Alexandria. So today, your beatitudes, as we celebrate your name days, is a blessing for us to speak about you as a successor of this great man who offered also this building through Kotsikas. Yes. And that's why our Patriarch decided to put here his status, which is a gift from the Metropolis of Kitio, for our brother Metropolitan Nectarios, because he was the first, as a bishop, he was the first place for him to serve as our Patriarch mentioned. Thank you.